So you're a healthcare entrepreneur, and now it's time to get some business online. So far, all of your business has been built on referrals because you're really good at what you do, and thank God that everybody tells a friend. But now you're a little worried that referrals may run dry, and so it's time to put the gas to the metal, or the metal to the gas. Put the gas in the car. Anyways, you know what I mean. Today, we're going to dive into how I've actually gotten clients online doing some very simple things that haven't cost me a gazillion dollars, that didn't require me to hire a big marketing team, and definitely never required me to go viral. And should I keep going? Thank you guys for showing up today. I am super excited to have this chat with you. So let's dive right in. Back in the day, I used to have to drive the LA and Orange County freeways to get to all my clients. Imagine the madness. I'd be driving for 4 hours to get here and there and everywhere. And none of my clients actually were close to each other. They all had to be like 40 miles away from each other. And when the pandemic hit, everything shut down in California. At that time, I had just had a little baby, so cute. That little baby back there. And so it was time to get off of the streets, the LA streets and the freeways, and start getting some business online. And since I didn't have a ton of money to run ads, I wasn't the kind of girl to get on TikTok, start dancing or singing for you. I had to figure out a quick way to get to my clients really, really fast. And what I decided to do was I decided to dive into the world of LinkedIn. See, LinkedIn had already been working for me when it came to the recruitment side of my business. So I thought to myself, well, if I can find candidates, surely I can find some clients. And that's exactly what I did. In fact, I landed multiple contracts that made my clients over 7 figures without ever posting a post or, again, going viral. I'm not telling you not to grow your brand, because actually that is the number one thing you should be doing right now. Growing your brand, growing your visibility, and doing all the things that you should to get in front of your clients. On today's video, I'm actually just going to share with you really simple thing that I did to get some clients online. I messaged them. I did a search, I created a list, and one by one, I sent out messages. Now, I may have messaged 100 people and 2 responded, but the truth is that if you reach the right people and you get those contracts, there's a lot of money to be made, especially when it's B2B. So if you're worried about, oh, am I going to be spammy? Am I going to be weird? Nobody wants to be spammed. You're completely right. Nobody wants to be spammed. And the truth is, if you're spammy and weird, no one's responding. But what if you just did something super simple? What if you were actually direct with people? That's what I did. See, I would dive into their DMs and I would tell them exactly what I wanted. And they actually appreciated it. Maybe some people were thinking like, who does she think she is asking me for something? She doesn't even know me. While other people were like, yeah, I'm on here to network. I expect these messages. And guess what? This girl is right on time. I'm slammed right now and I need help. She just happened to message me at the right time. Guess what? I landed the contract. So that's number 1, going direct. Try it. It works. Now, it doesn't work on everybody, but it does work. Number 2, actually getting a referral from somebody on LinkedIn. That means that you go to the people in the organization who aren't actually the contact that you need, but you ask for some information. You ask them like, can you direct me to the right person in human resources that can tell me a little bit more about how I can work with you? Usually these people find these kinds of questions like really, not hard to respond to. They usually are like, oh yeah, that's Sally Sue at extension 402. Sometimes it's that easy. Then I would reach out to Sally Sue and I would say, Mary Jane and Sally Sue, who are these girls? Anyways, have a conversation with Mary. Mary tells me to call Sue in Human Resources, extension 400. I reach out to her and I said, hey, I'm honest. Hey, I was talking to Mary on LinkedIn, and she mentioned that you were the right person to speak to in regards to getting a contract to assisting you with A, B, and C. And if Sue is a nice person, then she says, hey, I would love to learn more about what you're doing. Or, hey, you know, I'd love to work with you now. I would love to work with you, but it's not a good time. Or, you know what, we already have too many vendors. We don't need your help right now. But why don't you try me in a few months, and try them in a few months, because it's good to follow up. You should always follow up. But these are just like really simple things, right? And it really sounds like a no-brainer, except for there's a lot of people on the internet right now telling you not to do these things. Don't reach out without warming people up and nurturing them. And I mean, that's fine, except for I think that you can be friendly and direct, but what I hate is when people come into my DMs and they want to dance. They want to dance around what they need or what they want from me. And that's just not how I roll. Like, if you want something from me, to just tell me what it is, right? If you want to offer me your amazing services, then by golly gee, just do it. But don't tell me about how you saw my profile and you think it's so beautiful and my accolades are amazing, because they're not that great. You know what I mean? But anyways, don't try to like play me into then having a conversation about your business. Like, just tell me about your business. And I gotta say that it's usually not the people that spam. Like, I don't think that this is just my personal opinion, and other people can be different, but I think that those are like the Derek Downers that actually have a problem with you reaching out to them and saying like, hey, I have this service. Honestly, like I get so many messages from financial people, financial advisors. And the truth is, for a long time, like I really needed a financial advisor and I really needed some help. And I was really hoping to talk to somebody, but it was like their approach was so generic and so like it'd be long and it'd be like it'd be so vague, and I didn't understand. Like, I wouldn't even understand the message. I'd be like, no thank you, but I actually do need it, but no thank you. So my suggestion is you really have two options. You can be direct, or you can try to warm people up and have a lot of conversations with them in the DMs, which I think nowadays people just know. Like, people just know that you're messaging them for a reason, because at the end of the day, you would love for them to come and work with you. So what if we were just really honest with each other? What if when we reach out to each other, we say, hey, I have this really cool thing. Like, I know we don't know each other, but I looked at your profile and it's completely empty. So I was like wondering if you needed any help with LinkedIn. Like, maybe that person's like, I actually do need help. Please send me your checklist. Like, that's so cool. This is what I think we're missing. I think we have so much strategy behind having a conversation with somebody that everybody becomes so turned off. Like, I can't stand it when people start to tell me what I should do in my business in the second DM. And it's not because I think I know everything, but again, it's all about approach, right? So if you're like new to the business world and then you want to teach me something, cool, because you might know something that I don't know. But when you go into someone's DMs and then you start telling them how they should run their business because you think you're giving them free value and free information, I just think that's crazy. Like, don't do that. So this is what I always do, and it works, is that I'm just really forward. Like, hey, do you need help with recruitment? I saw you have 100 roles open right now. I would love to help you with some of your hardest roles. Would you be open to me recruiting for you? That's one. Number two, hey, you're a healthcare consultant and so am I. I help other healthcare consultants. Not sure if you're even interested. Don't worry about it if you're not. I have a really cool LinkedIn guide that I created for healthcare consultants. If you'd like it, I'd love to send it to you. Again, if not, thanks for connecting. I hope to support you and your content here, and I move on. And it's genuine. Like, I am going to support their content. Like, if I followed them and they have some cool things to say, then I'm going to like and share and do the things, right? So let's be real with people. Okay. So now that I went into this whole spiel about what you should do in the DMs and what you shouldn't do in the DMs, this is just my personal opinion. I think what happens is that when you listen to too many people with too many different strategies, then you actually end up doing nothing. Right? Because one strategy cancels out the other strategy and blah, blah, blah. But I'm just telling you what's worked for me. And when you're talking to an actual corporation, they don't need to be nurtured. A corporation doesn't want you to date them. What do you have to offer that corporation? Tell them. Give it to them straight. And if they're interested, then you move on to the next step. If they're not interested, they're going to let you know. But anyways, my point to you is you can get business in the DMs with just being yourself. Have a conversation. Don't be shy. Don't be creepy. Don't be weird. Don't be giving people unsolicited advice, and just be yourself. Offer them something. You know, people are like, don't tell people you want to send them something that's too forward. Give me a freaking break. I want to see your website. Like, you're coming into my DMs. I don't know anything about you. You don't even have a link to a website or a name of a business. Okay, how many of you guys get cold emails and there's no website, there's no business name, there's nothing? Yeah, so this is a trend, right? People send these mass emails out from all these random emails, and then they go, I'm Mary, and I noticed your YouTube channel isn't doing well, and I'd love to clean it up for you. Can you get on a call? And look, I can't find Mary's last name. I can't find her website. I can't find the link. I can't even find her on LinkedIn. Y'all, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time doing stuff like that. It doesn't work. I spent $10,000 on an email marketing company to do these massive email campaigns, and they were reaching out to corporations and they were talking to them like they were trying to nurture their neighbor. And I was like, the VIP of a hospital doesn't have time for your BS. Tell them what you offer. It just I know for a fact that doesn't work. And again, this is B2B that I'm referring to, is even though there is a decision maker behind the message and behind that email, there's a person, an actual human being, you have to remember that they represent a corporation and they're just not interested in being your bestie. They're not. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up, but I just wanted to tell you, when you are trying to get business online, there's a few things that you need to do. Number one is that you need to have a complete profile on LinkedIn, because you're going to be found in search. So that's number one, complete your profile. If you're not sure how to complete your LinkedIn profile, please grab the free LinkedIn profile checklist that I have in my comments and in my description below. The next thing that you want to do is that you want to post at least 1 to 3 times a week. I know that if you want to go viral and grab 1 million impressions, you have to post daily. But the truth is, a lot of us don't have that kind of time. And if you are just starting on LinkedIn, you have to have so many followers in order for people to see your post. So what happens is when you're at like 500 followers, nobody's gonna see your post. And that's okay, but you still need to post for this very reason. You're going to be reaching out to people and sending out messages, so they're actually going to look at your profile. So they're going to see what you write and how you show up. So if there's nothing there, again, it comes down to like, what can I find out about this person when they reach out to me? If there's nothing there, then there's no trust. So this is why I really want you guys to write a post at least once a week at minimum, but preferably 3 times a week. Now, if you are a baller and you know how to write and you're a good writer, then do it 5 times a week. Much better chance of growing faster. There are a lot of different things that you can do on LinkedIn to get seen. And that's why I created the 5-day LinkedIn Visibility Accelerator. For 5 days, I teach you how to use LinkedIn as your #1 lead gen business tool without killing yourself, without going viral, and without having to hire a massive team. So if you're interested in learning how to get clients on LinkedIn and not worrying about those referrals drying out, then I'm your girl. I want to help you out. Go ahead and check in the comments and in the description below for the 5-day LinkedIn Accelerator. Let's just go ahead and wrap things up. So if you are depending on referrals and you're afraid about those referrals drying out, we need you to be found online. If you are a healthcare consultant, remember that most healthcare organizations and decision makers are on LinkedIn. And it's a great place to say hello to somebody, to get in front of them, and to make yourself visible to others online. Today, LinkedIn's posts and everything that you do on LinkedIn can be found on search engines. So this is why it's so important for you to be present online. I hope that this information has been helpful to you, and I get a little chatty when I get excited about things, but I hope that you learned something real simple about how you can reach out to people online without being weird, without feeling weird, and without having to go through all these hoops. Like, let's just cut the strategy out. Let's just be ourselves and let's say hello to people. It has worked for me. It still works for me. People come to me now. I've gotten enough visibility where people come to me, and that's what I want to help you do. So if you are interested in growing your visibility online, then let's make sure that we work together. I can't wait to see you grow on LinkedIn. Follow me on LinkedIn and let's connect. Talk to you later. Have a great day. Check out the next video and keep on learning all about how to get clients online.